students, welcome to the English class of grade 8. How are you, my dear students? I am also fine, thank you. Okay, today we are doing comprehension section of unit 4. Before beginning the lesson, let me ask you one question. Can you see this? What is this? What is written over here? Yes, you are right. It is travelogue. So, can you say me what travelogue is? Okay, yes, very good. Travelogue is a piece of writing about a visit. Okay, so the lesson that today we are doing is related to a travelogue. So, let me begin from getting started. Have you ever visited to the places of tourist attraction? How did you feel after the visit? Did you feel like sharing your personal experience with others? Great. If you ask me, then my experience after visiting a place would be, I would be very happy to share my experience with my family members and my friends. Okay, let us begin our class by presenting some slides. Dear students, what did you see in the picture? Yes, you are right. You can see that a boy is cycling. Similarly, in the next picture, what did you see? Yes, the boy is practicing rock climbing. Okay, in the next picture, what did you see? Yes, a small girl is paragliding, right? A girl is paragliding. Likewise, in this picture, what did you see? Yes, there are some people, they are boating. So, these are the personal experience of these people. Okay. Now, I have one question for you to guess. Okay. Now, your turn to guess. Can you guess which place is this? Very good. See, you can see so beautiful landscape. The mountains are so unique, isn't it? So, this place is one of the beautiful places of our country. It is Mustang. The lesson that today we are doing is also related to Mustang. So, my dear students, would you please be ready with your textbook and pencil and whatever necessary materials that you need? Very good. So, turn your page to page 37. Okay, the lesson that we are doing is a visit to Mustang. So, the writer is expressing her experience as a travelogue. Now, let us go through the lines. I will read and you also read after me, okay? Okay. So, I knew a little about Mustang, Nepal before I visited it in early 2020. I was curious to see a place untouched by tourists away from the busy life of Hong Kong. Mustang has only been open to tourists since 1992 and non-Nepali tourists need a special travel permit to enter Upper Mustang. So, the writer here, she says that in the beginning she was very curious to see the place which was untouched by the tourist, because there is a reason behind that. You know the reason? That is, Mustang was open to the tourist only after 1992. So, comparatively this place was new for any tourist, and that is why she was very excited about visiting this place. It was untouched by tourists and it was away from the busy life of Hong Kong where she stayed. Okay, and she also says that non-Nepali tourists need a special travel permit to enter Upper Mustang. Everybody cannot enter easily Upper Mustang. Okay, there has some government rules are that they need a special travel permit for visiting that place. So, on the first night, I stayed in Pokhara to meet up with my tour group. Pokhara is the starting point for many treks that can be taken in the Himalayas. The staff of the hotel provided me with cushions and blankets to ensure I would not get cold during the night. So, on the first night, the writer says that she stays in Pokhara because she had to meet her tour group, and then that was the starting point of many treks in the Himalayas, as just like her also starting point was Pokhara. And she says that the staff of the hotel of Pokhara provided her with cushions, and cushions means this bag of clothes stuffed with mass of soft material. Okay, you know that in Nepali we can say a kind of takia like that, right? And blankets to make sure, to ensure, okay, to make sure that she would not get cold during the night. The next day, my tour guide Reena picked me up early and we jumped in a jeep to start the journey. January in Nepal is somewhere between 0 to 150 degrees Celsius in the Himalayas. For that reason, the winter months draw few tourists to Nepal. Even though I was on my own, I was not lonely, as we ended up picking up and dropping off several locals on the way. Okay, you can see the meaning of lonely. Can you guess? Over here, the meaning is over here. Okay, lonely means alone. Okay, though the writer was alone on the way, but she did not feel that type of feeling. It was because many people were dropping off the vehicles and they were also getting in the vehicles at the same time, so she did not feel lonely. Also because of the friendliness of people, she did not feel lonely. After a full 7 hours travel, we arrived at our first travel spot, Tato Pani, meaning a hot spring. The spring itself was a small but charming natural pool. While relaxing in the warm water, my tour guide shared about her life growing up in Nepal. She told me about the rustic daily living conditions. The natural beauty of the place combined with its loving people was something that could not be replaced anywhere else in the world. So see, that last line of this paragraph expresses her happiness in visiting Nepal and meeting the happy and helping people. People were very lovely, they were friendly, they were loving. You can see she says that the people were loving, and during the visit she also got a chance to relax in a natural pool. Charming natural pool, charming means pleasant, attractive. The water was hot there, warm, and she and her tour guide Reena, they relaxed in a warm water. And during the relaxation period, the tour guide Reena, she shared her rustic daily living conditions. That means rural experience. What did she do during her time in the village? She shared that kind of experience with the writer, and she felt that people were so the writer felt that the people were so friendly. Okay, the next day we continued our trip from Tato Pani to Kagbeni along the Kaligandaki river. We saw the Himalayan mountain range, cliffs, eroded lands and canyons. So on the way, the writer was able to see different type of beautiful landscape such as eroded land. Okay, eroded land also itself has its own natural beauty. Similarly, she saw canyons. Eroded means kind of worn away land, just like before I saw in the picture the land of the Mustang that was it looks like eroded because of the lack of greenery over there. The landscape itself is like that. Okay, and she also saw canyons and other beautiful places of Mustang. After the unforgettable journey, we finally arrived at Muktinath temple, a beautiful place located in about 3,710 meters in the Annapurna range. Sacred for both the Hindus and Buddhists, the temple is also well known for attracting many pilgrims of different religions. So after a few hours of travel, the writer and the guide, they both arrived at Muktinath temple, and the temple was unique. She was very attracted with it because it was located at a high altitude of 3,710 meters in Annapurna range, and the temple was sacred place for both Hindus and Buddhists. That was the speciality of that temple. Okay, so the meaning of pilgrims, you can see here, pilgrims are people who travel to a sacred place for religious reasons. Okay, so sacred also is a kind of maybe tough word for you. The meaning of sacred is having religious importance. Decorated with colorful flags, the temple offers panoramic view of the Himalayas. Buddhists say this is the only place on earth to host 5 elements of life. They have been symbolized in the colors of flags. Blue symbolizes sky, white symbolizes air, red symbolizes fire, green symbolizes water, and yellow symbolizes earth. 5 colors altogether represents a balance. So see, you can see the different colored papers or flags over there, and these flags, the color have its own unique meaning in Buddhist religion. Blue color symbolizes sky. Similarly, white symbolizes air, red has a connection with fire, and green symbolizes water. Likewise, yellow symbolizes earth. So altogether, these kind of colors represent a balance in Buddhist religion. So you can see a panoramic view, okay, of the Himalayas can be seen from Muktinath temple, and panoramic means having a wide view. It was such a wonderful place that a panoramic scene was, it could be seen from this temple. And symbolize means what? Symbolize means it shows, it denotes. After enduring a freezing night in a tea house in Muktinath, we awoke to a beautiful sunrise over the mountains. After a quick bite to eat, we headed back into the jeep to visit the historical village of Marfa. 2 hours later, the wheels of our van bumped into the heart of the village to have a look around. Now, after enduring a freezing night in tea house in Muktinath, okay, she expresses that it was very cold in Muktinath, just like freezing, freezing night means she felt that she was about to freeze. This type of experience she got during the travel, and then but there is also happy news that she woke to a beautiful sunrise to see the mountains. Over the mountains she could see sunrise. Then after her breakfast, after a quick bite to eat, they again got back into the jeep, and then they were soon visiting the village of Marfa. 2 hours later, the wheels of our van bumped into the heart of village. Bumped into means, they came across the village of that Marfa. Okay, now the town of Marfa is the area for its apple, is famous in the area for its apple trees and unique architecture. The houses are built close together with flat roofing, creating a network of narrow alleyways that snake endlessly. Given the proximity of the houses, the locals seem to mingle naturally and create a close-knit community. The village of Marfa was popular for its unique architecture. It was also popular for the apple trees, and the houses, the houses were close together. It formed a kind of close-knit community. Let me show you the picture of Marfa. Okay, I hope you can see this. See how beautiful it is, isn't it? The houses are close-knit, okay, they are close together, and you can see the structures are unique. Similarly, in the next picture, you can see that the narrow alleyways in the village of Marfa. It's unique, isn't it? The construction, the architecture has its own uniqueness. So, in order to see this type of beautiful places, tourists visit our country and they go to places like Mustang. Now, finally, we are on the last paragraph. Awakening in Marfa, on the last day of my journey, I felt refreshed and warm. The previous night, I was finally able to enjoy a hot shower, a luxury I had gone without for 3 days. My time in Mustang was truly unforgettable. Now, the writer says that after observing all this beautiful, wonderful landscape, meeting the wonderful people, she felt that she had a wonderful experience of her life. And finally, she was able to, take a bath, take a shower with warm water, and she says that it was a luxury for that period of time. Now, we have read our text, my dear students. Let us, revise or rewind what we have read, okay? Now, the text gives us a kind of clear picture of Mustang. It was open to tourists only after 1992, and the writer was happy with the hospitality of the people of Nepal. She was happy with the staff of the hotel where she stayed, and the tour guide was also a lady. She was also a woman, and they traveled in a jeep. And at Tatopani, they both relaxed in a warm water because it was unique experience. It was a natural pool. Okay, in her country she might have done swimming in a swimming pool, but in Nepal she got a chance to relax herself in a warm and naturally hot pool. So the place was called Tatopani, and on the way to the Kaligandaki river, she was able to see beautiful mountain range, beautiful Mount Annapurna, and unique landscape, cliffs. The cliffs are some kind of unique rocks, and then the canyons were also there. It was very beautiful scenery. She came to know that Muktinath temple was sacred for both Hindus and for Buddhists. Isn't it unique? So kind of, so much kind of religious unity is there in our country. Even the Buddhists go and visit that temple, and also the Hindus also go and visit. So this type of unity between the religion made the writer quite happy and impressed with Nepalese people. The temple was decorated with beautiful flags representing 5 elements of life in Buddhism. So from this lesson we also come to know that the flags of Buddhists, the different color flag had different meanings. Actually, we may not have noticed until now what the meaning of red, what the meaning of yellow or green or white, etc. But the lesson, the text gives us clear example and explanation of the meaning of those colors. And the village of Marfa has also been described. Marfa is very popular for apple trees and its unique architecture. And finally, the writer says that she was very happy with her journey and keeps in mind that the trip was really worth visiting. It was unforgettable, right? Now, let us go to our text. Let me share some of the exercise. Okay. So, at first, let us do some question answer. Okay. In question number A, it has been asked, is it easy for non-Nepalese to enter Upper Mustang? Why? Now, it's your turn to guess. My dear students, you can guess from the passage that I have kept here. Why do you think it is easy or not easy for non-Nepali to enter Upper Mustang? Okay, you can guess from somewhere over here. Okay, I'll give you one hint. Okay, so yes, your guess is right. It's not easy for non-Nepalese to enter Upper Mustang because they need a special travel permit to enter Upper Mustang. Now, let us do question number B. Why was the writer given cushions and blankets at the hotel in Pokhara? Okay, you can guess the answer from here. Why was the writer given cushions and blankets? Okay, now again your turn to see the hint. Very good. The staff of the hotel gave her cushions and blankets to make sure that she would not get cold during the night. Okay. Similarly, let's go to question number C. Why do only a few tourists visit Nepal in January? We talked about the temperature, isn't it? So, what did we talk in the temperature? You can see over here, see, in your text it has been given that the temperature in January is between 0 to minus 50 degrees Celsius in the Himalayas. See how cold it is. So, who will come to visit in such a cold environment, isn't it? Okay. So, the answer is only a few tourists visit Nepal in January. It's because during that time the temperature is somewhere between 0 to 150 degrees Celsius, minus 150 degrees Celsius, okay? Not 150 but minus 150 degrees Celsius in the Himalayas. Likewise, What was Tatopani spring like? Can you guess? Okay, the spring was small but charming natural pool. It was like a charming natural pool. Now, where does Kagbeni lie? You can guess from this small passage along the Kaligandaki river, isn't it? Okay, Kagbeni lies along the Kaligandaki river. Okay, along means just kinare, just like that. Okay. Likewise, the final question, what according to Buddhist are the 5 elements of life? Okay, your turn to guess. Very good. They have been symbolized in the different colors of flags. Okay, the 5 elements are symbolized in the different colors of flags. Okay, so in Buddhism, the 5 elements of life are sky, air, fire, water and earth. What is Marfa village known for? Okay, you can guess from over here. What is Marfa village known for? You see, my cursor is showing apple trees and unique architecture, isn't it? Yes, Marfa village is famous for its apple trees and unique architecture. Okay. Now, final question. Was the writer happy with her journey in the end? How do you know? Okay, see, this hint will give you the correct answer. She was happy, isn't it? Yes, she was happy. The writer was happy with her journey. She felt refreshed and warm as she woke up in Marfa at the last day. She says that her time in Mustang was truly unforgettable. Okay, she liked the trip, that's why it was unforgettable. Now, my dear students, our turn is we will do the fill in the gap section of our exercise book. Okay. Okay. Now, again, it's a time for you to guess. Okay. Complete the sentence using the given words. There are some words given and you need to guess which word is suitable for which gap. Okay. Now, she studied history of art and ... at the university. What? Very good. The correct answer is architecture. Very good. Now, question number B. All the ... of the city are resurfaced. Okay, resurfaced means remade. All the what? Alleyways. Okay, alleyways means narrow pathways of the city were again resurfaced, they were remade. Now, it's your turn to guess number C now. Many ... visit the Muktinath temple every year. What should be the correct word over here? Correct. It is pilgrims. Likewise, I found Nepali people ... and helpful. Okay, they were very happy people, they were charming. Okay, they shared their experience, they talked without feeling shy. Okay, now the last one can enjoy the ... view of the Kathmandu valley from the top of the Dharahara. Okay, wide view. What is the right word? Okay, panoramic view of Kathmandu valley, that means full view. Okay. Okay, my dear students, let me ask you some question. Okay, today we read about personal experience, right? So, what are the different forms of text in which a writer is able to express his or her personal experience? Can you guess? What kind of text is possible for expressing our personal experience? Okay, let me see. Okay, so we express our personal experience in a form of writing called travelogue that we read just today, isn't it? It's a travelogue. Similarly, we can also express our personal experience in a autobiography. Likewise, in personal writings, then in memoirs, then in diaries, etc. Okay. Okay. My dear students, these are some form of writing where we can express the personal experience we experience in our life. For example, if we go to visit some places of tourist attraction, then we can express our personal feelings either in travelogue, or sometimes you can also write autobiography, right, or personal writings. Sometimes you can express our experience in memoir, in diary, etc. Okay. Okay, my dear students, today we read a travelogue written by a foreign writer who was originally from Hong Kong, and she visited Mustang, and she was very happy to share her experience because she was impressed by the hospitality of the Nepalese people. She was also impressed by the places, the beautiful landscape, the wonderful Himalayas, the natural pool, and the different kind of structures she saw on the way along the Kaligandaki river. She was also impressed by the Marfa village and its unique architecture. There were different kinds of narrow alleyways and different kinds of construction over there, and the writer was very happy, and she says that her experience is really unforgettable, and she had a wonderful time in our country. So isn't that a proud moment? Isn't that a proud thing to share for us? Yes. So today we learned about one of our country's best places, Mustang. If we get chance, hope we also will visit soon. Let us repeat the main points of the text that we did just now. Okay. So Mustang has been open to tourists only after 1992. The writer was happy with the hospitality of the staffs of the hotel of Pokhara. Okay. So the text says that the writer was very happy with the hospitality of the staff of the hotel of Pokhara, and the writer was also very much excited to visit the place because it was comparatively a new place for tourists to visit. And her tour guide was called Reena. She was also a lady. They both continued their journey in a jeep. Okay, so their visit actually from Pokhara to Mustang was in a jeep. That was also probably a kind of new experience for the person who was born and grown up in Hong Kong. Okay. Likewise, what did they do in Tato Pani? Yes, they both relaxed in the warm water of the natural pool. That was unique experience because it was a natural pool and the water was warm. Okay, this kind of experience is only possible in Himalayan countries. It probably is not possible in Hong Kong, that relaxing in a natural pool is a unique experience that we can afford to our foreigners from our country. Likewise, on the way along the Kaligandaki river, beautiful mountain range was seen, unique landscape was seen. There were cliffs, there were beautiful cliffs, there were canyons. Okay, this type of beautiful things attracted the writer very much. So these are captured by her memories, these are captured by her pen. Likewise, she also came to know that Muktinath temple was a sacred place for both Hindus and Buddhists. It was a special place for not only for Hindus, for Buddhists also. The text offers a very kind of unity in diversity in our Nepalese people. Both Hindu also visit the temple and Buddhist also visit the same temple, and they respect the god with equal respect. Okay. So next is the temple was decorated with colorful flags representing the 5 elements of life in Buddhism. The temple was decorated with green flag, yellow flag, white, blue and red, and all those colors represent special things, okay, of the 5 different elements of life in Buddhism. The village of Marfa is also discussed in our text. Marfa is very famous for apple trees, for tasty apples and the unique architecture which is close-knit community is there with narrow pathways. Okay, this type of unique structure is only in Marfa village of our country. Similarly, at the end, the writer was very happy with her journey. The trip was unforgettable and memorable for her. That is why she wrote a text and we are reading it. Okay, her experience. See, she has noted down all the memories of Nepal and shared it to the world. This is a proud moment for us, isn't it? Of course. Thank you. Now, let us go to home assignment. Okay, my dear students, after reading the text, I hope that you will be able to express your own experience in a form of travelogue. Okay, in travelogue, you express your personal experience of a place that you visited, and there must be something which must have impressed you. Okay, so this kind of experience can be expressed in a travelogue, and it is not necessary that the place needs to be far off place. Okay, if you have visited, for example, Swayambhu Nath or Pasupati or any parks, then also on the basis of those memories and what you learned at that place, what you saw, how did the people react with you, with these kinds of experience also, you can note down your personal experience and give it a form of a travelogue. Okay. Similarly, I also request you to make at least 5 new sentences. Okay, do not copy from the book. Make your own sentences using the vocabulary that we learned today. And also try to make antonyms as well as synonyms of those words. Not only making sentences but giving antonyms also and synonyms also, so that it will be a wide range of practice with the vocabulary. Okay. So my dear students, how do you feel about our class? I hope you enjoyed. Okay. So thank you for listening to me patiently, and let us meet in next class. Namaste.